Disclaimer, I'm very aware that not all women in the world want or need a man, and if that sounds like you, scroll away, queen. However, if you're trying to move like Ash and catch them all, then this is exactly how you do it. This is things guys find attractive about girls. Girl, I know you've been in a situation where a guy has done the dumbest shit almost to purposely piss you off. Some guys do this purposely just because you look cute when you're mad, especially if you happen to be under 5'5". Kind of like a little angry teddy bear. Number 2, his and hers, aka what's yours is mine. For some reason, guys just love seeing you in their clothes. And if it's an oversized hoodie, oh my god, game over. 1, it just looks huge on you and they think you look adorable. And 2, purely for the fact that it's theirs and it's a very subtle way of claiming you. Number 3, Georgia Nicholson, aka the only girl with a personality in the entirety of Anger Songs and Perfect Snogging. You don't understand how rare it is for a girl to take a joke and be able to throw it back to him. Funny girls always win. So I don't know, maybe it's also time you showed him those Snapchat memories. Number 4 is Egghead, which I know is what you think you look like whenever you have your hair in a ponytail. Or just off of your face for that matter. However, for obvious reasons, guys find that attractive. Obviously because it enhances your features. Definitely not because they're imagining the activities that involve that. While we're on the topic of hair, this leads me nicely on to point number 5, which is Willow Smith. When your hair smells good and it's just whipping back and forth in the wind, these boys are being transported to a whole other dimension because of how good it smells. A man is going to be reminiscing on his entire childhood just because of this smell that it's reminded him of. A solid shampoo and spraying your hair with perfume when it's wet, crucial. Number 6 is the human handcuff. You know when you guys are out in public together and you're walking, you just kind of hook your arm around his? They find this so attractive because with that one move you are showing every male in walking distance that you are with him. And also that you feel safer being closer to him. So if you do that, congratulations, you've just made his whole year. Last but not least, we have Rap God. You guys could be on a late night drive or going on a road trip together, and when an absolute banger comes on and you start trying to rap to them, oh my god, it is the cutest thing. But when you know the lyrics and you can spit all of the bars perfectly, in that moment he is thinking of making you his wife. Life hack, just sneak super bass into the playlist somehow. Speaking of, a little Easter egg for you for part 2. You know that one line that's like, he just gotta give me that look? You know the one. If you guys are in a respectful, wholesome environment, I don't know, like maybe in your family's home, and you just slip him the bedroom eyes. Like you're about to risk it all for this man. In that one sheer moment, his soul has left his body, he's passed away, he's written your name on his will, and you've gained his entire inheritance. So you're welcome, and I do expect you to repay me with the 20% share, thank you. If you want to make it out of this cuffing season alive, then I suggest you sit your ass down and listen the fuck up. Because this is the unofficial cuffing season survival guide. As we're already in October, you should have spent the end of September very wisely. Partner consideration and late nights listening to Drake in preparation for the season start. By now, you should already have a cuffing partner in mind, but if not, one extremely important rule is to make sure that they want to spend more time indoors than outdoors. Unfortunately, a party girl increases your chances of being cheated on by approximately 80%. Now that you've successfully drafted your cuffee, the tryouts begin. This consists of many first dates to see who could be wifey material. Before you know it, we'll be approaching November, which is, as you can see, where the preseason begins. Here, protection is crucial, so make sure you keep her away from other teams, aka other guys. But do not make the mistake of being insecure and clingy. You need to come through with your A+ defense game, so show her why she wants you and not them. As previously stated, other guys will try to sign her, and if she wants to be traded, let her go. Although the temperature's dropping, that doesn't mean your standards have to. Now, December to January is arguably the hardest to endure. You've just reached the playoffs. Here you can expect her to receive a lonely drunk text from her ex, so you, sir, need to pull out the big guns. This means taking her on exquisite dates or learning a few new skills in the bedroom department. Select your top match and be exclusive for the holidays. Now you have the hard part of surviving the holidays, meeting the in-laws, and considering whether this actually has long-term potential. If you've made it this far, congratulations. But in the words of KSI, it's not over yet. You're just yet to put her on the subs bench. If you make it till February, you've reached the championships, and we all know what that means, V-Day. If she's still yet to show you red flags and you can genuinely see a future with this woman, I think it's about time you offer her the official title. And that's where you thought it was all over. Computer says no because the transfer window's just opened. Because what happens in March to April? Spring break. That's right, this is the beginning of the end, which is where the planning of the girls' trip commences. Now in this period, her true colours will really show, and you'll be the first to see where her intentions truly lie. Now if the girls' trip escapes the group chat and is planned between the months of May to August, this is in the peak of hot girl summer. And this is where you harness the power and put in your resignation notice. The cuffs are officially off. Now is the time to get your ass in the gym and work on that revenge body. Because the transition is fast approaching, and soon we'll be back in September, scouting for girls. And with that, may the odds be ever in your favour. Good luck, and let the games begin. This is things nice girls do wrong. If that triggered the people pleaser in you, then I suggest you click save because you're going to need to tell yourself this every single day. At least until you figure out what boundaries are and become a bad bitch. Number 1 is the I don't care. When a guy literally hands it to you on a plate and asks you what you want. Please, for the love of God, try and refrain yourself from automatically autocorrecting to I don't care. Or occasionally I don't know. Because bitch, me and you both know you have a preference. And are very capable of making decisions. Just because you like this motherfucker does not make you void of having an opinion. This whole I don't mind it's up to you people-pleasing act? Cut it the fuck out. One, guys actually find it annoying, but more importantly, if this is actually going to go somewhere, you're setting the tone that he makes all the decisions. And we've been trying to fight for equality for fuck knows how long, so do your bit. Number 2, I've named the waiter. Because despite the massive to-do list you have, all you seem to care about is waiting around for this guy to fucking text you. And if he doesn't, it's almost like your whole day is derailed and it's the only thing you can hyper-focus on. Now you might be angry at the fact he took a few hours to reply to you, but for some reason the second he does, everything's fine. He's your soulmate. And this is the best day ever. And because you crave him so much, you text him back in 0.3 seconds. Baby, listen, if he can go about his day, then so can you. You have shit to do, you have dreams, you have goals, so why are you letting a guy hold you back? Ironically, the more you go do that, the more he's going to text you. But if you're just out here being Little Miss Available, it is not going to happen. You could be the busiest woman in the world, but you're still trying to move heaven and earth just to make your schedules match so you can meet up. Do you really think he would move Sundays with the boys to hang out with you? A small percentage might, but most of the time absolutely not. It's called boundaries and a healthy social life, which is also something I would highly advise having in place. Number 4 is the fishing. I get it, we all have self-conscious days, and moments when we're feeling crap. But do we complain to boys about it so they feel bad and compliment us? No, we don't. We don't. On the days where you feel shit, do something that you love and give yourself the love that you need. What we're not going to do is turn to boys for external gratification, because that pick-me energy is not doing anyone any favours. Dependence Day is a new international holiday I've created, where we take a moment of silence for all of the girls out there that make a man the centre of their entire universe the second he shows them attention. Any man is capable of telling you exactly what you want to hear. Quit giving him all of your power, quit being available 24/7, and being so dependent that his mood and responses affect your day. You're a boss bitch, so go act like it. Number 6 is Space Invaders. Baby girl, as much as you adore him, you need to quit invading his space and give him some him time. Not giving him that alone time makes you come across as being insecure and needy and can actually cause him to start resenting you, so don't do that. And this should be common sense, but do not be that girl that cuts off their friends for this guy. Period. If your brain cells are failing you and you still don't know if you like them, then this video is for you. This is how to know if you actually like them. The number 1 telling sign that you like them is if you have verbal diarrhea whenever you're around them. Now this can be over text or in person, but you'll find literally any excuse to talk to them. You could literally be having the driest conversation with them, but that doesn't bother you as long as you're having a conversation with them. If you also overshare a ton and find yourself stuttering around them, they make you comfortable enough to open up to them and a little bit nervous, but the good kind. And you like that. If you're a girl and you like someone, then number 2 is a prerequisite. If you like them, you've definitely gone private investigator mode. Watched all of their highlights, scrolled through their entire Instagram feed, even looked at their tagged photos and their friends' accounts who happened to tag them in those photos. You call it curiosity, I call it infatuation. Channel Orange track 2 is what all Frank Ocean stans will know is thinking about you. Oh, the bars! If, when you leave the house and go do something fun, that person pops into your mind and you think, oh, It'd be so good if this person was here. Noosh just in, I just heard that's you subconsciously thinking about future dates you can go on together. Now, constantly thinking about them is one thing, but you know you like them when you don't even bring them up in conversation with your bestie anymore. Because you know you talk about them way too much already. And if you overdo it, they're going to get suspicious that you're breaching the bestie code of conduct. You know, bros before hoes. Now listen, if that still hasn't given you your answer, then this definitely will. If you're still unsure if you like them, just, think about them heavy breathing in your face. Yes, I'm talking about doing the dirty. And if it makes you feel violently sick, then there's your answer. But if not, then there's clearly some unresolved sexual tension there. If you want to be extra sure, just do the Nick Jonas method and see how easily you get jealous. Just do me a favour, picture them with someone else real quick. Protective much? And lastly, just ask yourself this, okay? If you didn't like them, why are you still watching this video? Do me a favour, that person that came to mind throughout all of this, go text them right now and compliment them. You're welcome. Follow for more videos like these and let me know in the comments which other questions you need answering. These are things girls should never say to guys. I mean, unless you want them to get pissed off and run in the other direction. Girls, you best be taking notes, and boys, please confirm or deny in the comments. The first rule of Fight Club is to actually never bring up his height. Like ever. Unless you're actually prepared for a fist fight, because height is the one thing that guys can't change about themselves. When you sit down and ask yourself why you care about it so much, you're never going to come up with a good enough answer that justifies making him feel insecure. So do me a favour and just quit while you're ahead. Number 2 is the boys. Never disrespect them, or pick an argument with them, or worse, ask him to spend more time with you instead of with them. Listen, babe, the boys have been around since the dawn of time. Except unlike dinosaurs, they're not going to be going extinct anytime soon. Trust me on this one, the time he has with his boys is sacred. So stop trying to reinvent the wheel, it's a fight you're never going to win. Number 3 is Darth Vader. Although you might have some unresolved daddy issues, he is not your father. Therefore, do not tell him he reminds you of him. Because in his mind, he's thinking, what in the Alabama is going on there? Especially where bedroom activities are concerned. And no, I'm not even giving you a pass to call him daddy. Number 4 is the other woman. It's all fun and games until it's not. So all this go speak to your other girlfriend shit? 1, it pisses him off because it makes him feel like you don't trust him. And 2, please tell me right now why you're speaking this into existence. Please stop it. Thank you. Coming in hot at number 5 is the would you still love me if? Bitch, let me tell you this right now. For him, it is a lose-lose situation. If he says yes, you're not going to believe him. Because who in the right mind would still be in a relationship if you were a caterpillar? And if he's actually honest and says no, you're still going to be pissed off at him. So just, don't ask the question. Because the answer you get, you're never going to be satisfied with. The X-Files. A drawer that should never be opened. Comparing a guy to anyone is awful. But comparing him to your ex, are you crazy? That is the last thing a guy wants to hear. Whether it's good or bad. So please, please, please leave your ex where he belongs. In the fucking bin, mate. From this day forward, you don't have an ex. Don't even know what one is. It's just been you two and will continue to be for all of eternity. That's if you don't hit him with this. I get it, we've all been sad and mad and we've sent that text. But let me tell you firsthand, okay? You are never going to get the answers you want in the conversation you're about to have if you say these words. Because this guy is going to go into a panic. A pure state of shock, and is mentally going to retrace his every move to try and figure out in advance what you're pissed off about. And he's going to overthink himself into oblivion and think you're ending things with him. Which means his defense is going to be up, and you may as well be having a conversation with the Great Wall of fucking China.